We've just been to Susan O'Doherty's show at Manly Gallery and we saw so many portraits. It was just remarkable. There were too many to take in. We are standing here at the edge of dawn. I will have to go and see Lucy's portrait. How does your portrait look, Lucy? It's excellent. Wearing a cowboy hat. Well, that's typical of Lucy, isn't it? Wearing a cowboy hat. Is it fun? We have to go and have a look.
Good show.
Yeah? Okay, good. We'll go and have a look.
It's cool around here. If you look at the catalogue, it's not as hot as inside. Much easier.
Okay, alright.
You're in there?
I want to see you. I think I've seen you actually.
It's my former worried self.
Former worried self. You do look rather worried, don't you? When were you captured at that moment?
A couple of years ago at the Affordable Art Fair. Maybe it was the art that I was at.
Oh, Jace, we've caught you.
I thought it was a good portrait. Susan took on a big challenge painting that many portraits of a lot of people who she doesn't necessarily know well.
You live next door to her though, so you've discovered.
Yeah, that was the day Susan took the photograph of me. That was the first day that I'd actually met her, and since then we're neighbours and pretty good buddies as well. On that day, what I think of my portrait on that day is that it captured how I was feeling. It captured, you know, more about my emotional space rather than exactly how I was looking or how I look. I think she got the blue of my eyes, the intensity. She got that. On the day I was painting, I'd been painting outside all day, so I had a hat on my head and sunglasses, and she came and introduced herself and asked if she could take my photograph and take my hat and sunglasses off, so it was very glary and I was frowning into the sun and feeling pretty anxious, pretty nervous about a stranger taking my photograph when I'm pretty camera shy to start with. So
She captured that feeling well.
Yes, she captures that sense of anxiety and a bit of yeah, feeling a bit frightened. She says that. It says that in the portrait, and then at the same time, there's a strength about it. There's an intensity and a strength that she's got that as well. Portrait painting is really hard to do, as you know, and Susan's not only captured how people look, but also a sense of their soul in the way she paints them.
And what do you think of the other portraits in the show?
Some of them, in a similar way, you know, the people that I know in the show, the portraits capture something about more about their personality rather than exactly how they look, more about their feeling or their sense or their soul rather than, you know, an exact depiction of them. Yeah.
Such as? Any examples?
Randy Linegar. Randy Linegar's portrait was fantastic in my opinion. She's got an intensity about her and a directness about her that I find really awesome, and it says it all in that portrait.
What about the one of Joe Furlonger?
Yes, Joe Furlonger. Soft, sort of very, very easygoing, very gentle, incredible painter, and quietly confident, and that captures, the portrait captures that in Joe. Yeah.
And Ray?
I think she got Ray. He looks very Ray. He looks very sure of himself. He looks very direct.
It was a great portrait, that one.
Yeah, he looks strong. Ray looks strong in that portrait. He doesn't look anxious or worried. You know, he looks like Ray when Ray is in his power.
All right, thank you so much, Rachel.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite.
Rachel Fairfax lectures in drawing at the National Art School, Sydney.